I think it's safe to say that the previous battle with the beta monsters, along with Latrova, who I really didn't care about, has all been put to one side, and this is in favour of introducing more groups of mecha pilots as they come together to do a bunch of combat exercises along with Yuya's team. So now it's a mecha battle tournament anime? First it was a mecha horror, then it became a love story, then it became an epic battle, and now it's this? What's the focus of this anime? The reason I get annoyed when anime doesn't focus is because if it's a mess, then it loses the potential to expand on the details that work the best and positively progress. We're only 10 episodes away from the end at this point, so maybe, just maybe, it will go back to the intense beta battles as they were pretty badass. And the character development for Kriska continues, as we realise that she does not know what a date is. Like her development in the previous episode, that character trait of her not really knowing about human interaction completely makes sense for her character. In fact, I kind of wish it was her that Yuya has the romantic relationship with instead of Yui, because it would be a lot more interesting, not to mention a lot more charming, to see a normal guy mecha pilot and a weird girl mecha pilot bond. It would also explain why Yuya is so darn normal in the first place for this anime, as his normality is there to collide with Kriska's uniqueness. This is also why I can't work out why Teresa and VG are not the actual main characters, because those two have this interesting brother-sister relationship, and they're both opposites. Hence, their relationship makes them strong enough to lead this anime series, while Yuya and Yui would be better off being this crazy, romantic, stereotypical couple in the background. But enough ranting about lack of character direction. In this episode, we get introduced to the Battle of Fang test flight and the 65th Combat Training Battalion, teams of mecha pilots. Both teams at first seem ready and raring to go rivals for Yuya's team, but after Yuya defeats the Baofeng pilots Yui in a battle exercise, there's only really the 65th Combat Training Battalion who contain Yuya's old colleagues who remain the main rivals to Yuya. And there's this bullshit cop-out at the end with Sui telling Yuya he can fall in love with her at any time. I suppose while it does cement my theory that she would become Yui's romance rival for Yuya, the initial romance makes no sense, because Yuya didn't do anything to warrant Sui's love. All that Yuya did was kick Sui's ass. How is that an attractive thing to do? I have no idea what these women see in Yuya. He does nothing outside look like a hunk and act humble. I really hope Sui explains what she sees in Yuya at a later episode, because my mind has just been blown by all this romance nonsense. One of the 65th Combat Training Battalion, Leon, seems to have this grudge against Yuya for some reason, so I look forward to seeing a big reveal, if there is one. I would also like to see Yui actually do something. Most of the time she just stands back and just gives orders, and I would like to see her get back into a mecha suit and kick some ass again. As a side note, wow, Vincent is actually funny. Could he be the comic relief that was never fully realised for the series?